is lying for us? It is definitely going to be a big question which is lying for us. It is definitely going to be a big question. We are going to make that or we are not. Yes, we are live, guys. We are live for this watch along of Real Madrid against the likes of Deportivo Alaves. My goodness, what are we left in this? What are we left in this? We have been left with nothing in this season to cheer. We have been really left with nothing. We have been really left with nothing in this season to cheer about. My goodness, how are we going to make that? How are we going to make that? It is Ancelotti who is also not available. It is Ancelotti who is also not available for today. My goodness. It is Ancelotti who is also not available for today. How are we going to make that? It is that 3-0 down which we are facing against Arsenal. It is those 7 points in the La Liga. We are down against Barcelona. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How are we going to make that? I am out of my mind. I am out of my mind. It is also the likes of some injury updates will be coming in. I mean, if we have got the perfect aspects of Eleva to be counting, David Eleva, the man, will he be available or not? My goodness, how are we going to make that? How? It is a big question. Many questions are there rising on our mind. It is whether we are going to make that. How are we going to make this look good? How are we going to make this look good? How? It is a big question which is there on my mind, and really I'm not liking this. Really, I am not at all liking this thing which is happening. The thing which is happening, Deportivo Alaves against Real Madrid. If today we are going to get 5 goals, if today we are going to get 10 goals, but then also we are not being able to make that. My goodness, how is that going to be? How is that going to be? I mean, how are we going to make it? Champions League is looking out of everything. It is also the likes of, I mean, the La Liga where the hopes and the expectations are out. How are we going to make that? It is such a miserable situation which we are facing this season. It is such a miserable situation where we are facing this. I haven't even made that live stream, I mean the starting stream video for this, and just making that straight onto the stream, just making that straight into the stream. And yes, give your votes whether we are going to get the win for today or not. Give your votes, give your votes, give your votes on the chat section on the panel whether we are going to make that. My goodness, who could have dreamt that the project Los Blancos, the project Kylian Mbappe, this season, I am not being able to handle the situation well. I am not being able to handle this situation well. How is Los Blancos with this project Kylian Mbappe is going to make that? What is that thing which is going to happen? It is really out of my mind a question which is arising. Can we make that 3-0 against Arsenal? With that mentality be enough? 180 millions, 200 millions transfers of Kylian Mbappe. Can we be able to make that? Will that 3-0 deficit, will Kylian Mbappe get the same hat-tricks which he did against Argentina? Will that be enough? That is the reason why Kylian Mbappe was picked up this summers with those 180 millions, 200 millions, blah transfers. Will that be good enough? The season started with all the talks in favor of Los Blancos that the attacking trio of Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe will be that potential threat. But have we got that potential threat this season? Have we got that potential threat of those trios to be making that? Have we got that? I haven't been able to see much of that. I haven't been able to see much of that to be talking into this. I haven't been seen making that trio a threat to the opposition by any ways. Look at the La Liga table, which is look at that. Barcelona, the previous game, we were having some sort of expectations that against the likes of Real Sociedad, it is the likes of Leganes, they will be getting some sort of upsets, but it hasn't happened. Barcelona in the previous game in the La Liga against the likes of Leganes, they have got that 1-0 victory, and look at that, with one game in hand, we are trailing back by 7 points in the La Liga table. My goodness, we only have that hope and expectations to be making it in the Copa del Rey. That is all. The Supercopa de España, it is up. The expectations in the Champions League, can the potential transfer of Kylian Mbappe, that threat into the team, is going to make that against Arsenal down by 3 goals at the Santiago Bernabeu? Can we make it in the La Liga? Ancelotti not available today on the sidelines because he is on those yellow card suspensions, and it is his son as well as the assistant manager David Ancelotti who will be guiding the Los Blancos. But we are traveling, we are on an away leg. It is at the Estadio de Mendizorroza where we are facing that. And can the Los Babazoros, will they be making that? In against the La Casa Blanca, Los Blancos? Can we make that? A big question which is rising on my mind. From my predictions, this game we will be getting a win. No doubt about that. We will be getting that win. No doubt about that. We will be getting that win. But will that win be good enough? Because take at the lineups which is available for the Los Blancos. Can we make that? To make that, let me share this on our social media platforms. Just wait a second. Oh my God, can we make that, man? Can we make that? How are things going to be turning like that? It will be something which we will be wanting to happen. Bellingham is not today in the squad. Vinicius Jr. is not today in the squad. My goodness, it is Arda Güler who has been picked. But will that be good enough? Can we make that today happening? How are things going to be changing? My goodness, I am really out of my mind. That how is things going to be turning? Will this season of football be a big upset for us? Will this season of football be a big upset for today? Will we be making that? I am really out of my words. How are we going to make that? There is certain questions which has been also rising on the mind of the fans, that how is this outcome going to be true? Will Ancelotti be leading the next season? Will Ancelotti be just guiding Los Blancos the next season? It is also the big question. Which is raising on the mind. My goodness, how are we going to make that? I am really not being that. I am not being able to make that question really good, that how are we going to make that? The answer to that question is not coming on my mind by any ways. We are in no way going to be in a better situation. We are not going to be on a better situation. This is going to be a big one. If today we are going to get that 10 goals, today we are going to get that big victory, then also things are not going to be our way. No way things are going to be our way in this season. How are things going to be? Give me a second. Just give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. How are we going to make that? How is that the things are going to be cropping up for us? I'm really not being able to understand. How is this Kylian Mbappe project is going to be good? How is this project Kylian Mbappe going to be good? I'm really not getting that thing onto my mind. How are things going to be good in our favor? That is a big question which is lying. That is a really big question which is lying on my mind. This is a big question which is consistently haunting on my mind, that how are we going to make that? How are we going to make that? It is a really big question which is really upsetting me time and again. It is really a big question which is raising on my mind, that how are we going to? And yes, those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Give your votes on the chat section for that poll. Are we going to make that? The different Chickpea links has also been shared. You can watch it from there, as well as if you are from the continent, you can get it go good with the GXR web or the application, whatever you feel like, you can watch it from there as well. But will we be able to make that? Will we be able to make that? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the chat section. Are we going to make that? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes on that poll section. Are we going to make that? With this lineup, there is not much expectations, not of those much expectations we are having. Look at that. It is Ancelotti's son, David Ancelotti, who is guiding the team today, because Ancelotti is on those yellow card suspensions. He is not available for today on the sidelines. How are we going to make that? It is Arda Güler, Mbappe, Rodrigo on the attacks, Vinicius Jr. not being picked given those rest moments. Ferland Mendy injury, Ede Militao injury, David Carvajal injury, Lunin on an injury. Can we make that big 3-0 up against Arsenal? That will be also the big question which is raising on my mind. We just now had the discuss of how things are shaping. Look at that. David Ancelotti, son of Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti is not looking happy. Ancelotti is not looking happy on the sidelines. My goodness. Ancelotti is not looking good on the sidelines. His son, David Ancelotti, is guiding the team for today. His son, David Ancelotti, for today is guiding the team in the La Liga, being the assistant. He is guiding that. Garcia gets that back to Rudiger, back to Courtois. Back passes happening. Back passes happening. 4 minutes 37 seconds on the watch, and it is those back passes happening. Crush Alaves. Crush Deportivo Alaves. But if we are going to make 5-0, if we are going to make 10-0, then also we are laying 7 points behind in the La Liga. Project Kylian Mbappe is going to be good or not? It is really going to be a big question throughout this season. And that perfect answer to me is not coming out in a perfect way. Rudiger gets that to Valverde. Vasquez is the man staying on the mid pitch. Valverde is down to the right backs. That is a foul. That is a big foul to Arda Güler. Give him that yellow card. That is a big foul to Arda Güler. Give him that yellow card. A big foul to Arda Güler, but no cards yet being shown. La Liga refereeing has also been a big shit at times. Tchouaméni getting back to Rudiger. Camavinga, sliding tackle made. Good ball recovery. Show your spirit, my boy Camavinga. Show your spirit. Look at that. The referee now blows the whistle. Referee now blows the whistle. That is a whistle being blown by that referee on the pitch. And yes, those of you watching, guys, give your votes on the chat section for the poll which has been pinned. Give your votes on that chat section which has been pinned. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the chat section which has been pinned on the chat. Los Babazoros, or it is the La Clasa Blanca who is going to win that, or it is going to be a draw. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes on the poll section which has been pinned on the chat. Garcia getting that to Rodrigo. That trio, Garcia not moving high up. It was the likes of Alaba was seen. It was the likes of Mendy seen. Camavinga speeding it up. He gets that tackle. Valverde was there, but that is a block. That is a block. That is a block, my man. That is a big block. 7 minutes 16 seconds, not a single shot taken on target. 7 minutes 16 seconds, not a single shot taken on target. Vinicius Junior absent for today. Bellingham not being present in the starting lineup. It is those rest movement we are getting that, and as well as Carlo Ancelotti not available on the sidelines. My goodness, all those miseries are cropping up. 7 points behind La Liga. Oh my goodness, these questions are really haunting me. These questions are really haunting me. 7 points behind Barcelona in the La Liga. If today we are going to get a win, then it will be 7. But if not, it is those 9 points we are trailing. 3 goals down against Arsenal in the first leg. What is this all happening? In the Supercopa de España, it is a big chance. Can we get that goal? Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler, who is going to make that? My goodness. It was Arda Güler on the forwards. That was just an opportunity to get it past into the nets. Arda Güler just couldn't even get that contact with the ball. Arda Güler just couldn't even get that contact with the ball. Otherwise, it would have been that perfect goal happening. In just 8 minutes, 17 seconds to be precise on the watch, it could have been that first goal. My goodness, Arda Güler is now down on the box. He is down on the pitch. Arda Güler is down on... Oh my goodness, I think that is a collision. Arda Güler has got some sort of collision. Yes, it is his right foot which has got collided. It is his right foot who has collided with Ovono, the goalkeeper for Deportivo Alaves. My goodness, it is that big injury moments again incoming or what? Güler is back on his feet. Is he looking injured or not? No, he is not injured. He is perfectly fit. Arda Güler is perfectly fit. Look at that. Güler is looking perfectly fit. No injuries, guys. Thank God we are safe. We can't expect any more big injuries this season. Alaves are not enjoying much possession, but they are trying to spread the pitch. They are trying to spread the game. They are trying to spread the pitch in all directions. Deportivo Alavés making some sort of progression from their left wings. Gula is there, Chouameni, Valverde is also staying there. Vasquez now dropping to the right backs. Valverde and Vasquez are getting those fluidity on the team from the right side of the pitch. But Garcia, the man, is not going high up at times. Garcia, for this game, up to 10 minutes and 30 seconds of the watch, is not raising high on the pitch. Timo Courtois gets that goal, passes that to Vasquez. Valverde on the mid pitch is staying consistent and he is giving that space for Vasquez to move high up. Rudiger going that for Camavinga. Camavinga has been tackled. That is a foul to Camavinga. That is a foul to Camavinga. Can we expect that big moments to be incoming? Can we expect that big moments to be incoming? Give your answers, guys. Give your answers. I'm really getting those upset moments for Los Blancos in such a bad situation. This season, we only now have the hope of making it into the Copa del Rey finals. But the Copa del Rey finals, it is against the Barcelona, and Barcelona with Hansi Flick is causing big upsets for this season. This season all started with we were having those attacking trios. The whole of the world were saying that is a pass from Vasquez to Valverde, but intercepted. This season started with the whole of the world were saying that the trio, the threat of those trios of Vinicius Jr. with the likes of Mbappe and Rodrigo, they will be making those upsetting moments for any oppositions which we are going to face. But it hasn't turned up. It hasn't turned up. Carlo Ancelotti, even in the month of January, he was seen saying that it is just the start of the season where we got those wins against Manchester City. But things are not looking cropping up that good way for us this season. Things are not looking cropping up that good way for us this season. It is Alaves trying to get it into the box. Oh my goodness. Header clearance, that is from Rudiger. Camavinga again getting that tackle. Camavinga is staying so down on the mid pitch. Look at that. Camavinga is playing from the left mid pitch and he is staying down. He is staying down. He is staying so close to Chouameni. Look at, oh my God, a shot being taken straight into the hands of Timo Courtois. This is the first shot being taken in this game. And it is not the Los Blancos, it is the Alaves who has taken that first shot, but straight into the hands of Timo Courtois. Now things are looking progressing. Camavinga on the mid pitch, running high, passes that to Rodrigo inside the box. Rodrigo takes a right footer curl. Blocked, man, blocked. If we are going to get 10 goals even in this game, we will be staying 7 points behind Barcelona. If we are going to get 10 goals in this game, then also we will be staying 7 points behind Barcelona. Rudiger going for Chouameni. Valverde this time is moving high up, passes back to Chouameni again. Look at that. Camavinga is staying so close. I mean, that positioning of Camavinga, I'm not being able to understand. Kylian gets that to the outside the box for Vasquez, but header interception, that is from Alaves on the pitch. Vasquez throw back to Asensio. Chouameni back to Asensio. Now it is Rudiger. Gets that to Garcia. Good build up looking, guys. Good build up looking. Rodrigo getting that to Garcia on the left wings. Cross coming in from Garcia. Interception and blocks. We are still 14 minutes 59 seconds. Rather, to be precise, it is 15 seconds of the watch. But still, we hasn't been able to get a shot on target. It is 15 seconds so far, but we haven't been able to register a single shot on target. It is a big misery. It is a big misery. 15 minutes onto this watch, but still we haven't got that single shot on target to be talking about. Number 14 from Alaves is looking damn injured on the pitch. Get him substituted, get him substituted, get them down to 10 men. I mean, look at that. Chouameni took that header with that corner and he just hits the man who is staying up front of him. Vasquez quits that to Valverde. Valverde to the mid pace, getting Rudiger. Now it is Garcia. Rodrigo on the left. Kylian now moving on to the left wings. Ball is out for a throw. What a moment. Kylian Mbappe trying to take that throw hurriedly, but that was a trick, gimmick moment from him. Rudiger gets that to Rodrigo again. Look at that positioning from Camavinga. It is Rodrigo who is moving up and he is also moving along with him. How is that? Camavinga, my man, what are you doing? You are making a silly and funny aspect of you for today on this pitch. Again, that is a corner incoming. Again, that is a corner which is going to be incoming. Again, that is a corner which is going to be incoming. But look at this. Look at this. It is the sidelines where Alaba, it is the likes of Diaz, it is the likes of Bellingham, as well as the likes of Vinicius. And along with that, it is also Ancelotti who is not there for today. Rodrigo again getting it inside with his left foot. He gets that. That is a corner. That is a corner again. Look at that. It is the first shot registered onto the target, and it is Rodrigo who has got that. He dribbled past Good inside the box with that double touch. Now he has got that first shot on target. 17 minutes 30 seconds into this watch, and we have got that first shot on target. And yes, those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Give your votes on that whole section. Who is going to get that win for today? Again, that is a corner incoming. Rodrigo is just tying up his boots, making it hard enough to get that cross. Get that curl into that, my boy. Get that curl into that. Rodrigo again taking that onto the far post. It goes a header that is inside the nets. It goes. Los Blancos has made that with the second shot on target. Is his Asensio from the Castellas. This young man has got the goal. This young man has got the goal. Good one, my boys. Good one. Is that we are being checked? No, that is a goal. That is a goal. Officially, Asensio has got that goal and it was a perfect one. Look at that. Rodrigo went that straight with that corner to the far post. Asensio getting that header. It even touches that blue man from Alaves. Deportivo Alaves, that man just hits his body on the line, but then also it gets straight into the nets. It is straight into the nets. Rudiger, when the ball went inside, also gets his boot into it. It is a goal. It is a goal. It is a goal. It is that first goal. But what is that? Deportivo Alaves, the men in white and blue, are insisting the referee on the page to get some VR into that. My goodness, it is Cesar Soto Grado, the referee on the page from the La Liga. He is being insisted time and again by the Deportivo Alaves players to get some sort of VR into that. What is that? It is a goal. Asensio was inside the lines. Rudiger was inside the offside trap lines. It was their number 15 who was down on those offside traps. He was way down onto the goal lines, and Asensio getting that header. It is a goal. It is a goal. The referee has taken that VR check is over. Oh my God, what is that? A no goal for? That is a no goal. My goodness. My goodness, what is that? It is a no goal for what? It is a no goal for what? It is simply a waste. Look at that. Rudiger is just simply making that. It is a waste decision. It is a bad decision. Why is that goal not standing? It is because Asensio has pushed that man. Is that to be counting? My goodness, this goal stands no longer. This goal stands no longer. What is this shit happening? David Ancelotti, the son of Carlo Ancelotti, on the sidelines is not even protesting anything about that. He is not even protesting anything from the sidelines about that. Vasquez is trying to get that clearance. Back to Asensio, Rudiger, Garcia. That is a miss, just pass from Rudiger. Garcia is getting those tackles good. He is raising high up. My goodness. Los Blancos are really looking struggling in form. Los Blancos are really looking struggling in form. That is something which the Los Blancos are looking struggling in. But this referee decision, this we are given a no goal. It is a shit decision. It is a shit decision which has been taken. Cesar Soto Grado, the referee on the pitch for this La Liga game, the man Cesar Soto Grado is a shit, and he has made that shit decision. And Deportivo Alaves players were consistently insisting on taking this VR decision. Rodrigo on the build up from that corner, trying to go on the left wings. Will he get that? Block and interception. That is a block and interception. That is a block and interception. If we are going to make 5 goals, if we are going to make 10 goals for today, then also it won't be enough to short that point difference of 7 points against Barcelona. Alaves now trying to get that back. And yes, those of you who are watching, guys, give your votes on the poll section. Give your votes on the poll section for the chat. Who is going to get that win? Give your votes on the poll section. It is the Los Babazoros or it is the La Casa Blanca Real Madrid. It is Deportivo Alaves or it is the likes of Real Madrid. Who is going to get that? That VR decision was a shit decision which was given a no goal. That VR decision was a shit decision for giving that no goal on the pitch. La Liga is all getting corrupt with those referees. It is a big corruption which is going on. But Arda Güler, he is not chasing the right man on the pitch at times. He is moving much to the mid pitch, whereas now Valverde is racing high up. That is a good tackle from Rudiger. Good one, my boy. Good one. Deportivo Alaves, number 14, gets that a good tackle from Antonio Rudiger on the pitch. 24 minutes are up. Only 2 shots being taken. Only 2 shots being taken. Look at that. It is Los Blancos in this game has got 2 shots on target. 4 all in all. Deportivo Alaves with 3 and 1 shot on target. 50% possession from both the teams. Same number of passes from both. Passing accuracy, Real Madrid are posting in 85%, whereas Alaves with 83. 3 fouls by Los Blancos so far, 5 from Alaves. But a goal being given a no goal, it is a big disastrous decision which has been made by the referee on the pitch. It is Mr. Cesar Soto Grado, the man giving those decisions. It was a bad refereeing on the pitch, and that VR is a corrupt one. Alaves now keeps the ball rolling from their right wings. From the centre backs, they are trying most of the times going to their right wings. Now this time it is their 21 number jersey who is inside the box. Winga getting that block. Good enough, my boy. Good enough. Block it. Rodrigo now being chased by 4 men from Alaves. He is the man who is staying there in a solitude most of the times. Camavinga is not getting that positions good enough to get those assists for Rodrigo on the pitch. It is that positioning aspect from Camavinga where he is not staying to get those assists for Rodrigo. It is that hard work from Rodrigo only which he is surviving. Rodrigo again getting that interception, trying to get a cut in, but look at that. Camavinga is staying so deep on the mid pitch. He is not having the feel of the game. He is not having the feel of the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alaves are inside the box. They take that shot. My goodness. It was a bad miss, and it was their man, Kiki Garcia, the man, their experienced man of 35 years of age, gets that shot so close to the box. It is a bad miss from Kiki Garcia on the pitch. 64 games he has played, 16 goals he has got, but Kiki Garcia getting this ball inside the box for Deportivo Alaves would have registered a goal, but he hits that out of the woodwork, nowhere near it, and not a threat for Timo Courtois. Not a potential threat for Timo Courtois. We have made the predictions as well from the start of the stream, but if we are going to get 5 goals, if we are going to get 10 goals, then also we are not going to get close to Barcelona because they are much high on the La Liga table. Look at that. Look at that. It is Barcelona who are on 70 points. Real Madrid now with 1 game in hand which they are playing are 64 if we are getting a draw. But if we are getting that win, it will be 4 points. It will be the difference of 4 points. But all what is left for in the La Liga is for Barcelona to get those 2 defeats, and we are not getting any defeat throughout the season. Then only we can make that. Then only we can make that. And to talk about Real Madrid in their fixtures, it has been something big. It has been something big. Look at those fixtures which the Los Blancos are having. It is that second leg against Arsenal which is upcoming. That VR decision being shown. But what was that? A no goal. Asensio just took that header high up. But what was that? VR which was given a no goal. But look at that. The goalkeeping aspects where Arda Güler got that hit inside the box. It was their goalkeeper who got that, striking the legs of Ono, the man, number 13 from Alaves. That tackle made that to Arda Güler. It wasn't given a foul. What is that shit refereeing which is happening? Which is happening for today? What is that shit refereeing which is happening for today? I mean, look at the fixtures of this. Look at the fixtures of the Los Blancos. Look at that. The next one which we are facing against Arsenal, the present one is going on against Deportivo Alaves. Next we have Athletic Club, big game. Getafe is there. Barcelona we have in the Copa del Rey. Celta Vigo is that in the La Liga home. Barcelona for that. I mean, we have 2. That is Garcia running back. Timo Courtois gets that clearance good. So we have 2 upcoming games against Barcelona. One is in the Copa del Rey finals. The next one is the reverse leg, which we will be traveling to the Luis Olympic Stadium for facing Barcelona. And after that, the three more fixtures which we are having over here, just have a look at that. It is Mallorca, it is Sevilla, and the last one which we'll be having is the likes of Real Sociedad. And then we will be moving on to those FIFA Club World Cup. But Sevilla, Mallorca, two of the fixtures over there. And it is Barcelona 3, it is Celta Vigo 4, it is Getafe 5, and it is Athletic Club 6. 6 matches left in the La Liga this season for the Los Blancos. We have got those 6 fixtures still left after this game, and adding more to that, it is the Copa del Rey finals which we'll be having against Barcelona. But still we have to face Athletic Club. It is the likes of Barcelona once, Celta Vigo 1. Those are the things. But looking at Barcelona's fixture, the same way they will be having the fixtures, it is Barcelona who will be facing Dortmund for the second leg at the Signal Iduna Park, but they have got that 4-0 win. It is a one-way game for Barcelona in that. Next, they have Celta Vigo at home, Mallorca at home. Real Valladolid is that away game, third fixture against us, against Los Blancos. It is that home game they will having the fourth one against Espanyol, that is away leg, fifth game, and they are having Villarreal and Athletic Club. So Barcelona will be getting any sort of, upsets. 2 upsets is what is needed. 2 upsets what is needed for Barcelona, and for us to be talking about, we have to win all the games straight. We have to win all the games straight. But looking at this weird decisions for today's game, Arda Güler being hit by the goalkeeper of Deportivo Alaves, Ovono the man, getting Arda Güler some sort of hit on his right foot, but still not a penalty being given, not a single yellow card being given, and the referee on the pitch, Cesar Soto Grado, I don't know what he is cooking up. He even denied that goal which was scored by Asensio for today on the pitch. He even denied that goal which Asensio scored. My goodness, I don't think this thing is looking good. Let me just put this man on the, it is Cesar Soto Grado. Let me put this man on the picture for you guys. You can have the watch of him as well. Yes, I have got that beautiful picture of this man, Cesar Soto Grado. Now I will be just putting him up. And this Camavinga takes that shot. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Camavinga makes that such a pleasure to watch. Where was that? Where was that spirit from you? My goodness. The referendations by Cesar Soto Grado has been really depressing that, but then also we have made that, and Camavinga is the man who has got that. But this referee Cesar Soto Grado, today his referendations were looking pathetic. Today his referendations were really looking pathetic. And we have scored 33 minutes, 15 seconds. We have scored that first goal. Arda Güler, the man, getting that to Camavinga. Camavinga, a short pass from Valverde, tracking back. Camavinga, left footer. Oh my God. It is a perfect one. It is a perfect one. It is that perfect left footer to the far post. Camavinga getting that. And look at that. David Ancelotti, the assistant as well as son of Carlo Ancelotti on the sidelines, being the assistant for Los Blancos, is getting that. Camavinga is making that. Enrique and Vinicius Jr. are having that fun on the sidelines with that goal coming in from Camavinga on the pitch. Oh my goodness. Camavinga strikes that. Is that boy getting that mentality back in him? his positioning aspects on the pitch for today, I was not liking it, but he gets that. He gets that. Oh my God, left footer from Camavinga, being a left-footed player, and he nails that good. Camavinga nails that good. Digging it deep, my boy, digging it deep. Get your mentality back on the page. That is what we want. That is what we want. But to talk about Camavinga, no denying the fact this is that left-footed player and the most number of chances he has created that. He has created that. He has created that. Oh my God, Alaves were close in getting that goal, but it hits the woodwork, I guess. It hits the woodwork. I guess that shot from Alaves hits the woodwork. My goodness. Let me just take a shot. Where is that? Where I have kept that thing? Let me just take that moment. I will just make it. Where is that? Oh my goodness. I was missing that from my stream. Kylian Mbappe is now chasing high up. Now we are one goal up, my guys. Now we are one goal up. Now we are one goal up. Oh my goodness. Vasquez gets this block at the right time. We have got that first goal. Not bad, not bad, not bad. A good finishing, but this man, Cesar Soto Grado, his referral decisions for today, I will be strict making that he is that shit refereeing on the pitch for today. The first two decisions which he has given, those two decisions, one where Arda Güler was the man who was getting those tackles against the goalkeeper of Alaves, he just didn't give any card, not a penalty, but this first goal which we got from the likes of Asensio. Oh my God, look at that straight refereeing. Cesar Sato Grado now gives that a yellow card. Now this referee gives that a yellow card. It is looking absolutely shit. It is looking absolutely bad. It is looking absolutely bad. It is really looking absolutely bad. My goodness, look at that. Look at that. Now again, this referee is going on for those VAR, corrupt VARs and corrupt Cesar Soto Grado. Kylian Mbappe getting that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kylian Mbappe has got that a bad tackle. Kylian Mbappe has. Oh my goodness. That is a red card for Kylian Mbappe on the pitch. That is a red card for Kylian Mbappe on the pitch. It is a red card. My goodness. My goodness. It is a red card. It is a red card for Kylian Mbappe on the pitch. My goodness, this man was making those ugly decisions from the start of the game. Oh my God, that is a bad tackle from Kylian Mbappe. No denying the fact that is really a bad tackle from Kylian Mbappe. My goodness, that is a bad tackle from Kylian Mbappe. And this man, Cesar Sato Grado, now gives that a red card. My goodness, this referee on the pitch, Cesar Sato Grado, now gives that a red card. Lucas Vasquez is talking to the referee, Cesar Sato Grado. Kylian Mbappe has been shown that red card. Oh my goodness, look at that. It was Kylian Mbappe who got that bad tackle. It was that agitating moments he got in because the previous two decisions where Asensio getting that goal was not given a goal, and it was the likes of Arda Güler who was making those, and he got those, those tackles from the goalkeeper of Owono, and Kylian Mbappe now getting those frustrating moments. He got that tackle bad, but this man, he is adding more worries. This man, Cesar Sato Grado, he is getting those memories, bad aspects into this game. Man, bad memories, man, bad memories. Cesar Sato Grado is getting those bad memories. That is a red card. We are up by one goal but down to 10 men. We are up by one goal but down to 10 men. My goodness. It is those miseries which are counting in big. It is those miseries which are counting in big. 41 minutes are up. 41 minutes are up. 4 minutes left in the first half. And we are down to 10 men. That is a foul to Rodrigo. Give him that card. Give him that card. Give him that red card. It is a bad foul to Rodrigo. But this shit referee Cesar Sato Grado just only gives a yellow card. Look at that foul to Rodrigo. It was a bad foul to Rodrigo on the left part of the pitch. Rodrigo is down on the pitch. It was a bad. This man, Cesar Sato Grado, he is a biased man. He is giving those biased decisions from the start of the game. Cesar Sato Grado, this man is giving those bad decisions. Kylian Mbappe would have been given a yellow card, but he has been given a red. And this man, from the start of the game, he is giving those bad decisions. No denying the fact. La Liga refereeing has been really corrupt. La Liga refereeing has been really corrupt. This is the man, Cesar Sato Grado. This referee on the pitch is giving those ugly and bad decisions for today. May God. Oh my goodness. What is this man doing? What is this man doing for today's game? He is just making the things worse. This man is really making the things worse. We don't have Vinicius in the starting lineups. We don't have Bellingham. We don't have Carlo Ancelotti on the sidelines available for today. And it is that thing which is now looking really bad because Kylian Mbappe now is off to the sidelines by getting that red card. My goodness, my goodness. It is David Ancelotti, the son of Carlo Ancelotti, who is there on for today's game. 43 minutes are up. Just 2 minutes left into this game. Just 2 minutes left into this game. Only 2 minutes left into this game. Timo Courtois going to take that goal kick. Bellingham on the sidelines is looking upset as well. Bellingham on the sidelines is looking upset as well. Bellingham on the sidelines is looking upset as well. That is a throw. 43 minutes, 45 seconds. Vasquez has lost the ball. Vasquez has lost the ball. It is Alaves who are making that. Rudiger getting that interception good. Passes that to Courtois. Garcia collecting it. Camavinga dropping down. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Camavinga dropping in onto the right positions. That is what you needed. But we are down to 10 men, my boys. We are down to 10 men. And again, this shit referee. Again, this shit referee Cesar Sato Grado now again has blown that whistle for those tackles which Camavinga made. Referral decisions has been really bad for today's game. Referral decisions has been really bad. That is a free kick for Alaves. 45 minutes on the watch. Garcia, will he get that interception? He gets that goal. Oh my god. Chouameni finally getting that. Clear that ball, Moine. Clear that ball. Why are you taking that ball glued onto your legs? Clear that ball when you are getting that. 45 minutes are up. What is the use of keeping the ball glued to your legs? My goodness, that was a bad one. That was a bad one from Kylian Mbappe. That was really a bad tackle from Kylian Mbappe. Time and again it is being shown. But it is that mentality which Kylian Mbappe lost. Those previous two decisions which the referee on the pitch, Cesar Sato Grado, giving those bad decisions for Arda Güler. Inside the box, a tackle was made by Alaves goalkeeper, not a card being given, not a penalty being given, as well as the second goal, I mean the first goal, which Asensio got it was given a no goal. That was a bad decision. Cesar Sato Grado, the referee on the pitch, he is making that bad. He is making that bad. This referee on the pitch. 5 minutes, my goodness. 5 minutes of added time in the first half. Look at that. It is 5 minutes which has been awarded for this first half. 5 minutes of added time for this first half to end. My goodness, how is that going to be? Look at those waste decisions which is being made. 5 minutes being awarded. 5 minutes being awarded for this first half to end. 5 minutes. That is a joke. That is a joke. Cesar Sato Grado, this man is making a joke of himself. It is Alaves. They are getting 8 inside the box. Thank God it was a good clearance from Garcia. Garcia made that clearance good. This referee, I mean, now it is those 5 minutes of added time in the first half to end, and it is this referee Cesar Sato Grado who is time and again giving those ugly decisions. My goodness. Garcia now getting that interception. Camavinga has got it. Buller is there. Rodrigo is there. Pass it to Rodrigo. My goodness. Camavinga. 5 minutes. My God. Asensio made that interception good. And Asensio made that interception good. 48 minutes. Luis de la Fuente also on the stands watching this game. Luis de la Fuente also on the stands watching this game. 48 minutes are up. Still 2 more minutes. 5 minutes added in the first half. Can you just imagine that? 5 minutes added. 5 minutes added. Can you just imagine that? Already a red card that is to Kylian Mbappe. Asensio's goal not being given. Arda Güler being tackled inside the box, not being given any sort of cards to that. And now it is 5 minutes of added time in the first half. Asensio got that interception good. Otherwise, it would have been a big opportunity. Kiki Garcia, the striker for Alaves, was there on the right aspects to get it past Timo Courtois, but Asensio got that a good one. Asensio got that a good one. But this referee for today's game has been really miserable. This referee, Cesar Sato Grado, for today's game has been really miserable. 49 minutes, 27 seconds, still 30 seconds to go for the first half. Still 30 more seconds to end this first half. The ball is out of the sidelines. 49 minutes, 42 seconds. 20 more seconds to go, guys, for this first half to end. 20 more seconds to end this first half. My goodness. 5 minutes being awarded in the first half. Can you imagine that? 5 minutes. Is that a big joke? Is that a big joke? Finally, the whistle has been blown. Finally, the whistle has been blown. My goodness, what a waste referendation for today. No denying the fact, what a waste referendation was today. This was really a waste referendation for today. No denying the fact, this was really a waste referendation for today. How can you imagine that? How can you imagine that it is going on in the pitch of football and such a waste decision is being happening? Cesar Sato Grado, no denying the fact, he got those ugly decisions. We will be talking about that. It is that half time which is going on, and we will be analyzing the first half step by step into that and all the playmaking which this man Cesar Sato Grado on the left part of my over here, this man Cesar Sato Grado making those ugly decisions. It is what we don't want to happen. It is what we don't want to happen. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. I will be just back in 1 minute. Stay tuned to it. My goodness. Bad referee decisions going on to the page. Bad referee decisions going on to the page. That is the end of the first half. I will take a short 1 minute break. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Those of you who are watching this, stay tuned. I'll be just back in 1 minute. bad referee decisions are taking a big toll. Bad referee decisions are taking a big toll. The injuries are taking a big toll. The bad referee decisions, they are also taking a big toll. No denying the fact. No denying the fact the bad referee decisions are taking a big toll. We are back from that break, but the bad referee decisions are getting that big toll. It is those bad referee decisions which are taking a bad toll. No denying the fact the bad referee decisions are taking bad. Look at this man, Cesar Sato Grado. What was that decision which he made? I mean, I am not saying, see, Kylian Mbappe got that red card. It was something, that tackle happened. That tackle happened. No denying the fact Kylian Mbappe making that tackle against that man of Deportivo Alaves. That was really a bad tackle. No denying the fact it was a bad tackle. This referee gives that a red card. But what about those decisions where that goal from Asensio, which was on those VR, which was given officially a goal from the game? I mean, on the real time which we were watching, but Deportivo Alaves men, they complained to this referee, Cesar Sato Grado, this referee on the pitch, taking that goal from Asensio, a no goal. And what was that tackle which happened to Arda Güler in the start of the game, where he got that against the goalkeeper of Deportivo Alaves, Mr. Ovono, the number 13, the goalkeeper of Deportivo Alaves. He made that tackle to Arda Güler inside the box, but Arda Güler was a bit injured on the pitch and not a decision being given for that. What is this biased refereeing which is going on the pitch? What is this biased refereeing in the La Liga which is going on the pitch? It is really looking bad and annoying. It is really looking bad and annoying. My goodness, how are things going to turn up, guys? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. I am really bad and looking upset with those decisions, and hope I don't make any bad statements on this stream. Hope I don't make any bad statements on this stream. I don't want that to be happening. And really, I'm that peace-loving guy. I don't want that bad decisions to be happening on the pitch. But what was that red card which was given? What was that red card which was given? 35 minutes, a red card was given. But look at that, the first one which happened, it was the likes of Arda Güler. Look at this, it was the tackle which was made to Arda Güler on the pitch inside the box. That was a big goal which was seen to be incoming. Arda Güler was insured inside the box, but not a decision was made by this referee Cesar Sato Grado, time and again complaining about those referee decisions in the La Liga. My throats are becoming sore. I am getting those upset moments. Arda Güler, that decision, what a waste decision that was by the referee on the pitch. And again, that, look at that, it was a no goal. My goodness, that was a no goal which was given. That was a no goal which was given. But what was that? Why was that? What was the reason behind that? A no goal. And again, that was this red card which was being shown. The red card which was being shown. I am out of my mind, guys. I am out of my mind. I don't want to make any sort of bad decisions. I don't want any sort of bad decisions to be making, but I don't want those bad decisions to be making. Definitely, I don't want those bad decisions to be making. How are things going to be? How are things going to be? Are we going to make that? Vinga got a marvelous goal as well, but are things looking cropping up good? It was that goal which happened from Camavinga. Vinicius Jr. was having that good moment. Endrick also getting that good moment. We are down to now 10 men and down by 4 points against Barcelona. What is that which is happening? Look at the stats. We have registered 3 shots on target and we have got a goal. It is definitely a good stat. But we are now down to 10 men, and look at that. It is now Barcelona who are 4 points. If we are going to keep this 1 goal lead up to those stoppage time, I mean 5 minutes of added time in the first half, All those decisions are looking bad by this sole man. Deportivo Alaves are playing with 12th man on the pitch, and this man, Cesar Stato Grado. He is that bad man who is looking it happen bad on the pitch. This is that bad man who is looking things happen bad on the pitch. Looking bad by this. How are things going to crop up? How are things going to crop up? 7 points behind Barcelona, 6 games left in the La Liga. Barcelona needs to lose 2 games, and we can't afford to lose, and not even draw is the outcome which we want in the upcoming 6 fixtures in the La Liga. We have got that one fixture against Barcelona as well. That is the reverse leg, which is going to be happening. We will be traveling to Luis Olympic Stadium for that game. My goodness, how are things looking cropping up? Yes, we have got that vote, guys. We have got that vote. Oh my goodness, we have got that vote for Los Babazoros Deportivo Alaves get that win. No votes yet for La Casablanca. My goodness, on the screen, we haven't got that a single vote, 100% vote for Deportivo Alaves. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes on the poll section in the chat. Give your votes. La Clasa Blanca, or it is the likes of Los Babazoros, Deportivo Alaves, or it is the likes of Los Blancos, Real Madrid, or the La Clasa Blanca. What is that going to be? My goodness. My goodness. That is a bad tackle which happened. But 4 points behind Barcelona, and now down to 10 men. Can we maintain this lead? And will this man, Cesar Sato Grado, will be adding more worries to this? Will this man be adding more worries to the next 45 minutes? And adding more to that, 5 minutes of added time in the first half. What was the reason behind that? What was the reason behind that for giving 5 minutes of added time in the first half? I am all upset. I am all upset. Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the poll section on the chat. Give your votes how we are going to make that. Give your votes on the poll section, which has been pinned on the chat. How are we going to make that? Will this man make more miserable decisions to be upcoming? Will this man be making more miserable decisions? Carlo Ancelotti not available on the sidelines. He must be having word with the Los Blancos inside the dressing room. Asensio is seen coming up. Will there be any substitutions be made? Will there be any substitutions need to be made? I don't think that any substitution is needed. I don't think that any substitution is need to be made. Hello is available, Savalos is there, Bellingham is there, but will that be the substitution? I don't think anything will be made. David Ancelotti, will he make any sort of substitution so early? In son of Carlo Ancelotti being the assistant of Los Blancos, he is taking on the charges for today's game because Ancelotti is on those yellow card suspensions. Will there be any sort of changes? Camavinga is seen. Vinicius Jr. on the sidelines, he is making those funny moments with Hendrik. He is looking so happy. But we are not happy over here watching this game. We are not looking happy watching this game. Why is that Vinicius Jr. on the sidelines is having that happy smile along with Hendrik? How are things going to crop up like this? How are things going to crop up like this? I don't think there has been any change being made. No changes made. Thank God, we don't need any changes. But we can't afford to get those. We can't afford to get those goals even. We can't afford to concede as well. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the poll section on the chat which has been pinned. That chat has been pinned. Give your votes on that poll section. Los Babazoros, or it is the La Clasa Blanca, Los Blancos, or that is going to be a draw. We can't afford to get a draw as well. We have to win that. Camavinga getting that interception. Romani passing back. Asensio this time. No changes being made. Yes. The second half is underway and no changes being made, neither by David Ancelotti nor by the likes of Eduardo Quadret. And it is the second half which is underway. It is the second half which is underway over here. Bellingham seen tying up his boots. Brahim Diaz also seen tying up his boots. So these two will be coming onto the page. Bellingham and Brahim Diaz, both of them are seen tying up their boots. The game has already begun for the second half. The second half is already on way and no substitutions being made, but on the sidelines it is Bellingham and the likes of Brahim Diaz who are seen tying up their boots. 2 minutes, I mean it is 46 minutes, 30 seconds on the watch. 1.5 minutes into the first half. Rudiger now getting that tackle good. He has won that throw. But look at that, number 15 from Deportivo Alaves. He needs now that red card against Rudiger. Look at that stunt moment. Look at that stunt moment. This number 15 from Deportivo Alaves, this man now wants that another red card for Rudiger to be incoming. This is a bad tactical approach which they are playing on the pitch. Deportivo Alaves are playing that wrong tactical gameplay on the pitch, and adding more to the worries is this man, Caesar. Has been passed to the mid pitch. Adding more to the worries is this man, Cesar Satogrado, adding more worries for today, adding more worries for this away leg. Most of the worries is being added by this man on the pitch. It was the previous leg where at home we got that 3-2 victory against Deportivo Alaves. It was the likes of Vasquez, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo getting those 3 goals. But Deportivo Alaves on those late 85 and 86 minutes got those 2 goals out of nowhere. That was a 3-2 in the previous leg, but now over here it is 1-0 and we are down to 10 men. That is a throw for Alaves. Winger getting that. Rudiger now clearing that. Rodrigo is chasing high up. The ball is now again going for a throw. The ball is now again going for that throw. Rodrigo getting that clearance finally. Alaves are now looking for that position. We are down to 10 men, guys. We are down to 10 men. Give your votes. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. It is a header for Alaves inside the box. Clearance that is from Asensio. We need those clearances, guys. We need those clearances to be incoming. It is a header again. Kiki Garcia getting that header, but no way near the woodwork. No way near the woodwork. Oh my God, Kiki Garcia got that a good header, but it was no way near the woodwork and no threat for Timo Courtois. No threat that is for Timo Courtois so far. But in the previous leg, Alaves got those 85th minute, 86th minute goals. That was a 3-2 win for us at home. But will that be the story for this leg as well? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the poll section, which has been pinned on the chat. Oh my god, Alaves are now again inside the box. Kiki Garcia again, but a clearance from Vasquez. Lucas Vasquez got that clearance. Oh my god, a shot that was, but straight for Timo Courtois. No worries yet, no worries yet. No worries yet incoming. No worries yet incoming. But Deportivo Alaves are maintaining that position now. They are taking that advantage of Los Blancos down to 10 men. They are taking that advantage. Hope this referee doesn't make any sort of bad moments for today. Hope this referee doesn't make any sort of bad moments. Cesar Sato Grado, hope this referee doesn't make any sort of bad moments on the pitch. Alaves now again going to take that through. Short passes they are making, but in the final thirds and fourths, Alaves are not still dominating. They are dominating with those short passes. Some sort of position they are gaining in the second half as well. Vinicius Junior, Bellingham, Raheem Diaz, Ceballos, all are seen warming up on the sidelines. All are seen warming up on the sidelines. Guler trying to get some sort of cut in. Block that is from Vasquez. Ball is off for a throw. The ball is off for a throw. Tough game. A tough game it is looking making. That is a foul. That is a foul to Vasquez on the right backs. That is a big foul to Lucas Vasquez on the right backs. But now see this referee Cesar Sadogrado not paying any attention to that. Lucas Vasquez was being fouled. It is Camavinga again being fouled, but this referee Cesar Sato Grado in the second half. Camavinga fouled, Vasquez fouled, but not a decision being given. Not a decision being given by this man, Cesar Sato Grado on the pitch. Look at that. Oh my god, that wasn't Vasquez, it was Asensio who was given that tackle, and not a decision being given by this referee Cesar Satogrado on the pitch. What is this ugly decision? And most of those favorable decisions time and again going for Deportivo Alaves. And still they are not being able to register a shot on target. Look at that. It is this man Cesar Sadogrado who is time and again giving those decisions in favor of Deportivo Alaves. But look at the stats. It is not a single threat which they are posing it. 8 shots all in all, 2 on target, but not a potential threat which is seen looking up from Deportivo Alaves. Not a single threat which is coming on. And in the table, Alaves are at the 17th spot. If they are getting that 1-0 loss for today's game, they will be on the verge of relegation. Make Deportivo Alaves relegate this season, guys. Make them relegate. Ugly decisions, ugly decisions. This red card, no denying the fact Kylian Mbappe made that tackle bad. It was Kylian Mbappe making that tackle bad. It was a bad one from Kylian Mbappe. He got that red card. But prior to that, the two decisions, the goal which was given a no goal on VR for Asensio, bad decision. It was again Arda Güler who was tackled badly by the goalkeeper of Alaves, that is Ovuno, the goalkeeper who made that tackle. Look at that. It is Valverde again down on the pitch, but not a bad decision. And in the second half, it was Asensio tackled bad, Valverde tackled bad, Camavinga being tackled bad, but not a decision being given so far. This referee on the pitch, Cesar Sato Grado, is making those bad decisions. Now it is a yellow card given to Martin for that tackle to Valverde. Look at that. It was a tackle. Look at that. It was an intentional tackle made to Valverde on the pitch. It was an intentional tackle which was made by Martin from Deportivo Alaves to Valverde on the pitch, but not being given just a yellow card for that. That is looking a bad. That is looking a bad referee decision. This man is making that bad referee decisions. Those of you who are watching this, guys, give your votes. I want that votes to be incoming. Carlo Ancelotti on the stands. He is there, not available for today's sidelines. His son David Ancelotti is guiding the team for today, but the referee decisions is looking bad. No substitutions even being made by David Ancelotti for today's game. No substitutions even being made in the second half. 56 minutes are up. 56 minutes are up. Alaves in the second half are getting those possession but not getting it good inside the box to make that clinical. We are down to 10 man and blocking it good. How long? How long? 57 minutes. It is a header coming in. Kiki Garcia this time again takes that header. In the second half, Kiki Garcia has been getting those header moments. Look at that. It is that second header now he has got. But it was straight to Timo Courtois. They are getting those moments inside the box, guys. They are getting those moments inside the box. Asensio passing back to Courtois. Courtois getting Camavinga on the mid page. Good one, left footer. And we got again to Vasquez. Valverde. Give that cross to the far where Rodrigo is standing. Rodrigo is that man standing on the pitch. He is there. Ardagula being fouled. Now this man blows that whistle. Now this referee blows that whistle. Cesar Strado now blows that whistle. This man has taken a really toll. Cesar Sato Grado. This man has really taken a big toll for today's game. Only a yellow card for Carlos Martin from Alaves. All those ugly tackles which have been made. Rodrigo getting that block. Good, passing back to Courtois. Courtois gets that to Asensio. Valverde staying on the mid pitch. Vasquez is dropping down late. Lucas Vasquez is dropping down late on those defensive aspects. It is that substitution. Deportivo Alaves are now making that substitution incoming. That is a tackle. Ardagula has been tackled, but bad decisions are happening. Bad decisions are happening. Domini getting to Camavinga. He gets that to Garcia. Look at that tackle. Ardagula was being tackled bad, but this referee is not making those decisions. All of that he is doing. Those favorism to Deportivo Alaves time and again. Ugly decisions, guys. Ugly decisions are happening today. Ugly decisions are happening today. No denying the fact it is those ugly decisions which is happening for today. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the chat section for that poll which has been pinned. First change of this game which is coming up. It is Eduardo Codate, the man getting in, Tony Martinez in, and it is their man, Antonio Martinez, who is in, and Martin is off. Martin got a yellow card and now he is off the pitch, and Antonio Martinez has come on for that substitution. Odaret has made that substitution. Ardagula getting to the wings, finding Rodrigo. He has got that. Rodrigo is trying to get into the box, but they are being outnumbered. Look at that. Rodrigo was fouled from behind, but not a card being given. Look at that. Rodrigo was fouled from behind, but not a card being given. My goodness, how is this favoritism which is happening in the La Liga? Oh my goodness. Bad aspects coming in. Cesar Sato Grado is making those bad, ugly decisions for today, time and again. Again, across coming in. Rudiger getting that. Had a deflection good to the far post. He deflects that. Chouameni this time. Stay with the ball, boy. Stay with the ball. Oh my God, that is a foul to Chouameni, but not a card again. Time and again, Los Blancos are being fouled on the pitch. Look at this. It is Martinez who coming on after that substitution now makes that tackle to Chouameni, but not a card being given. Hilarious decisions. Now it is Vinicius Jr. on the sidelines, ready and coming in for the substitutions. Bellingham, my man, is coming onto the pitch. Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. both are coming onto the pitch. Who are the men who are being sacrificed? Rodrigo and Gula. That is what we are left. That is what we are left. Rodrigo and Ardagula has been substituted by Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. have substituted Arda Güler and Rodrigo. Fresh legs coming up. Can we expect more goals with 10 men? Or can we expect Deportivo Alaves to crush them at their home and move them into those relegation aspects? They're already on the 17th spot. Garcia getting that back to Valverde, Vasquez, Chouameni, Rudiger, good one from Rudiger, good one from Rudiger. Bellingham is high up, chasing that, winning that tackle from Vinicius and Bellingham. But looking at that, look at that, the tackle which Kylian Mbappe made into that. It was a tackle which was made. That was a bad wow. That was a bad wow. He was shown that yellow card, but after those VAR, he was given those red cards. He was given those, the number of red cards which Cesar Sato Grado has given in the La Liga this season, it is those 6 red cards which he has given. Cesar Sato Grado has given those 6 red cards. Bad aspects from this referee. No denying the fact. Bad aspects. He previously has given that red card to Vinicius Jr. as well. That is a bad referee decision which is happening. Many controversial decisions this man is taking. What this man wants to be coming in. What is this man who is building up? What is this man building up? Cesar Sato Grado already getting those big decisions this season. I mean, he has already given those bad 6 red cards, 1 red card to Rodrigo as well. But this man, I don't know what, how, and where from he has learned those referral decisions upcoming time and again and getting those upsets in the La Liga. Bad decisions are really shaping up this La Liga game really bad. Bad referral decisions are looking so bad on the aspect. That is a bad referral decision which is happening. This man, time and again, giving those ugly decisions. It is bad. It is bad. 67 minutes on the watch. Still, we have got that 1 goal lead, but all the position which Deportivo Alaves are looking enjoying. That is a corner incoming. Oh my goodness. That is a corner incoming. Garcia got that interception good, but at the cost of a corner. Short corner being taken. That is a shot being taken. Courtois gets that save good. Courtois is giving that big to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. has been fouled badly. Look at that. It is Alaves with their number 3 on the page. What was that? A bad one. Sanchez making those ugly tackles to Vinny Jr. on the pitch. But not a single card being shown. Only Martin was the man who was shown that yellow card. And undoubtedly, that man has also got that substitution. But Vinicius Jr. this time getting that bad one. Look at that. It was Vinicius Jr. who got that bad tackle. Now it is that man, Cesar Sato Grado, moving on to those VAR for taking those decisions. He is moving on to the sidelines. This man, shit referee Cesar Sato Grado, is now moving to the sidelines to check that VAR decision. He is onto the screen. Look at that. Vinicius Jr. was tackled bad on his left foot. Vinicius Jr. was tackled bad. Look at that. It was a bad challenge. He just got his leg high up. It was Sanchez, number 3 from Deportivo Alaves, who made that tackle. He just puts his leg in between Vinicius Jr.'s crossing sections, and that is a bad tackle. Give him that red card. Give him that red card. Give him that red card. What? Yes, that is a red card. Come on, my big boy. It is that red card. Finally, this referee has got some sort of senses coming up on his mind, and it was a bad decision to Vinicius Jr. Vinny Jr. got that aspect good, because prior to this, Vinicius Jr. has got a red card from this referee, Cesar Sato Grado. Vinicius Jr. just aiming to that, And this referee Cesar Grado now goes to the VAR, and that is a red card to Sanchez, number 3, Deportivo Alaves. This man now has taken that. This man has taken that. That is a red card. What is that? It is a red card. Thank God. Red card. Now we both Alaves and Los Blancos are down to 10 men. Now we both are down to 10 men. Now we will come up big, my boy. My goodness. This referee Cesar Grado has been a big menace. Has been a big menace. Now we have got that free kick as well as that red card. Make it big, Blancos. Make it big. And those of you who are watching this, give your votes. That is shot being taken. Oh my God. Far off the post from Valverde. It was close. It was close for that second goal. Vasquez got that to Valverde. Valverde went to that first post. Bit wide, guys. It was wide. It was wide. It was wide. Valverde took that shot. It was wide. It was wide. Bit wide. Now, from 22 men on the pitch, it is down to 20 men. And this is that ugly man. Is a Grado taking those bad decisions. Already has given 6 red cards this season in the La Liga. Vinny Jr. getting that big. Now the numbers are talking, boys. Now the numbers are matching 10 on 10. 10 on 10. It is not 11 on 11. The number is 10 versus 10. It is to the far one for Vasquez. Vinicius just got that heavy touch. Vinicius now gets that heavy touch. Now the numbers are talking 10 against 10. Now the numbers are talking in this game. But it is all that referee Cesar Grado, this man already giving those 6 red cards this season in the La Liga. How worse this game can carry on. I mean, to think about it is Kylian Mbappe who is still not having that feel. It is Camavinga again inside the box getting that shot. Interception by Alaves. Deportivo Alaves has got that interception and block, but at the cost of a corner incoming. At the cost of a corner incoming. Make Deportivo Alaves relegate. They are already on the 17th spot. Look at that. It is Deportivo Alaves who are at the 17th spot. We want more of that relegation to be happening. Alaves this season 31 games running on, 7 wins, 9 draws, 15 losses, 33 goals they have scored, 45 they have conceded. The goal difference is minus 12 with 30 points. Las Palmas is 1 point behind. Liganes are also 2 points behind. Valladolid has a way back, man. Valladolid are way back. Las Palmas and Liganes, they both are 1 point behind Alaves. But with this win, we will be 4 points behind Barcelona. That is again a big misery also. We will be 4 points behind. Still 6 games to go in the La Liga. Can we make that close? We can't afford to draw a single game, and we can't even afford to lose a single game. Whereas if Barcelona are getting 2 losses, then it will be the equation working good for us, as well as that big mountain task against Arsenal, which will be coming, getting that deficit of 3-0 on an aggregate and moving on to the second leg at our home of Santiago Bernabeu. That will also be the aspect to watch. That will also be the aspect to watch. Look at that. This man, Cesar Grado, again moving to the sidelines. What is that which is going on? It is a real terror to watch this referee Cesar Sato Grado moving on to the sidelines time and again. I mean, it is really a threat whenever this man goes to those weird decisions to the side screens. It is a real threat. He can get anything damaged in just a single moment. He can get anything damaged in a single moment. Is a Sato Grado the name which will be remembered and which is remembered much in the La Liga for those decisions. Already 6 red cards he has given. Again, the Alaves are making those substitutions. Jordan is the man out, and it is the number 6 who has entered into the pitch. The substitution being made. Moussa Diarra, the man. Again, it is David Ancelotti who is making those changes. It is David Ancelotti for today, not Carlo Ancelotti. It is his son, David Ancelotti, who is making those changes. Now it is Brahim Diaz. Garcia is being substituted. So David Ancelotti is going for those all-out defense. It is Bellingham in. It is Vinicius Jr. in. Now it is Brahim Diaz in. More of those substitutions coming in. More of those substitutions coming in. It is Frank Garcia. It is a big foul to Bellingham on the sidelines. It is a big foul to Bellingham on the sidelines. My goodness. It's just a yellow card. Give them more red card, my boy. Give them more red card. We want more of those red cards. Look at that. It was a bad foul. It was really a bad foul. Number 14 on the page. That gives that tackle to Bellingham. Just a yellow card being given. Nahul Tengalia now gets that yellow card only. Still 13 more minutes left into this game. 13 more minutes left into this game. Will this man Cesar Sato Grado will add more worries to that? Will this man Cesar Sato Grado will he add more miseries? Still 13 minutes left. 13 more minutes left into this game. Plus stoppage time. It is now Brahim Diaz coming on to the substitution, makes his first touch, passes back to Asensio, Rudiger. Look at that spread. Now this is 20 men on the pitch, 10 from each side, down to 10 men from each side. The equation, the numbers are now counting. Courtois getting that to Rudiger. Bellingham, slow run that was from Bellingham. Camavinga this time. Camavinga has moved to the left backs. Garcia getting those replacements. Bellingham passing high. That is, what was that from Bellingham? What was that pass which came in from Jude Bellingham? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on that poll section. Who is going to get that? Give your votes on the poll section. Who is going to get that win for today? It is the likes of Los Babaraos, Babazoros, Deportivo Alaves, or it is the likes of Las Clasa Blanca, Los Blancos. Who is going to get that? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on the poll section which has been pinned on the chat. Give your votes. Give your votes. Who is going to get that? A header that is for Alaves, but Timo Courtois being a tall man, carries that ball. Good. 10 more minutes. 80 minutes are up. 80 minutes are up. 10 more minutes left into this. 10 more minutes left into this. But were they getting that to the far? Vasquez now moving in, but Diaz is not moving high up. Diaz was not moving high up. Back to Vasquez. Challenge, challenge. That is a whistle being blown for that tackle made to Vasquez. Oh my god, that is a bad one. Vasquez got hit on his head. That was a bad one. But no cards yet being given. No cards yet being given. His decisions, this referee, Cesar Sato Grado, his decisions had been really bad. It is a free kick for Los Blancos. Vasquez going to take that, crosses it to the mid of the pitch. Rudiger, Chouameni gets that miss. Vinicius Junior back to Bellingham. Camavinga, Chouameni. Passes going on. Valverde on the mid pitch. He is moving high up. Will he take that shot? No. Passes that to Vinny. Vinny is trying to get a cut in. He has dribbled past. He is onto the wings, moving high up. Back to Chouameni. Back again, Camavinga. Camavinga speeding high up. He is cutting it into the mid pitch. Back again. Asensio goes again for Chouameni. Camavinga again. Camavinga is showing that good move. Camavinga is showing that good move. Hope he gets back in his big form. Asensio this time getting that to Rudiger. Rudiger is still staying high up on the pitch. Now he is tracking back. Los Blancos are looking back, recovering in their shape. It is down to 10 men. 82 minutes are up. 8 minutes plus stoppage time. 8 minutes plus stoppage time. Will this goal be the leading factor up to those stoppage time? Because it was the previous leg where Deportivo Alaves from nowhere got 2 goals on the 84th minute, 85th minute, and on the 86th minute. 2 goals in the previous leg where Deportivo Alaves got that. But then also we won on 3-2 in the first leg, and now it is the reverse leg where we have traveled to Alaves for this with a 1 goal lead now on those 83rd minute. Will it be good enough for us? Will that 4 points difference with Barcelona will be adding it? Don't make any miseries, boys. Don't make any miseries. Rudiger getting that to Chouameni. Vinny on the wings is having a run, but he is being held. He is being held by his hand on the sidelines. That is a big foul. That is a big foul, but not a card being shown. Look at that. Vinicius was having a run and he was held. Oh my God, that was some sort of hold onto his neck as well. Vinicius was stopped by his neck, being held by Alaves players on the pitch. Vasquez, Bellingham getting that to Diaz. Diaz getting inside the box. Blocked. Interception and block both coming in. Rudiger now getting Chouameni. Quick pass. Bellingham. Diaz. Diaz trying to get into the mid pitch. Back to Vasquez. Diaz again. Back to Rudiger. Camavinga. Camavinga has been fouled, my man. Camavinga has been fouled. Now it is the time. This referee, I don't know suddenly what has happened after those 75 minutes. He is making some sense into this game. This referee, Cesar Stado Grado, is making some sense into the game after those 75 minutes. But prior to that, it has been those bad, ugly decisions which he was making. 85 minutes are up. 5 minutes left into this. 5 minutes officially left into this plus stoppage time. Will that be good enough? 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Diaz getting to Vasquez. Vasquez has got Diaz, but they are being outnumbered inside the box. They are being outnumbered inside the box. David Ancelotti has made that statement good that with down to 10 men, they will be spreading the pitch. Vinny is not looking on moving to moving inside the box when the likes of Diaz is moving, and the same is looking with Diaz. That is Camavinga getting that block. Alaves are close to the box. They are making some sort of build-up looking happening. But it is the numbers counting, my boy. You are down to 10 men. It is the numbers which are counting. It is the numbers which are looking counting on the pitch. Hope this man doesn't make any ugly bad decisions in those late stoppage time. Hope this man doesn't make those ugly bad decisions. There's just one goal lead which we are having. That is a narrow and a cheeky one. Bellingham, Vinny, Valverde getting that. He is raising high up on the pitch. He has got Vinny on the left. Diaz is there on the right, passes that to Tchouaméni. Diaz getting Vasquez. Vasquez will he cross it? He gets that. Diaz getting that shot. Not good and not clinical enough. Getting some sort of interception. That was a first time shot from Diaz. That was a first time shot from Brahim Diaz. He got his right foot involved in taking that shot, but not getting that clinical enough to get it into the nets. 87 minutes, only 3 minutes left into this. Man, a breathtaking game. And solely by this referee, Cesar Stado making on those ugly decisions. Again, a yellow card. Man. This man has got abundance of cards in his pocket, and time and again he is giving those yellow cards. This time it is Vasquez who has got that. It is Lucas Vasquez. My goodness, if this man comes into those Champions League matches, it will be a horror show. It will be a horror show if this man Cesar Grado comes in for the Champions League fixtures. It will be a horror show. Horror show. It will be a big horror show if this man comes on for those UEFA Champions League fixtures. My goodness. How can you afford that? Who has trained this referee? That was a tussle between Camavinga. Oh my god, Camavinga was hit on his right shin. Oh my god, that is a bad tussle which was happening. Thank god, this man hasn't given any yellow card again. I think 90 minutes are up. I think 90 minutes are up. Yes, it is now Vinny Jr. Bellingham. Bellingham taking that. Take that shot, my boy. Bellingham takes that shot. It was a block. It was a big opportunity. Bellingham could have scored that. Again, he is trying to get it into the box, getting outnumbered. What is this happening on? A war is going on the page. That is a war which is looking happening on the page. It is looking like a big war which is happening. Deportivo Alaves are not leaving any stones unturned to get those tackles. Now Bellingham getting that move again. But Bellingham is not getting that speed. He is being tackled. The referee asked for the game to continue. Deportivo Alaves are not leaving any stones unturned for those tackles which they are making. Hope Los Blancos don't get any big injuries. Now Vinny has got that move. He is running on. He is chasing the ball. He is on the left wings. He has got Bellingham. He has got Diaz. Diaz has got that. Bellingham takes that left footer. Not a perfect touch with the ball. Bellingham could afford. 7 minutes, 90 minutes are up. Now it is 7 minutes. In the first half, it was 5 minutes, and in the second half, now it is 7 minutes added. 7 minutes of stoppage time being added. Can you just imagine that? It was 5 minutes in the first half. Now it is 7 minutes, a total of 12 minutes. After those 90 minutes, if we take into account, it is 12 minutes which has been added, adding the first half as well as the second half. My goodness, 7 minutes of stoppage time into the second half. Bellingham took that shot good, but it got blocked by the Deportivo Alaves goalkeeper. Substitution coming in. Valverde is now being called for that. Ceballos, back from the injuries, is now making his mark on 91 minutes 30 seconds. Still 5.5 minutes left into this game. Still 5.5 minutes left into this game. Ceballos has come into the pitch replacing Valverde. That is a cross. Courtois gets hit, safe. Hope this man doesn't give any sort of penalties or any more miseries to the upcoming man. It is a real threat whenever I watch this man, Cesar Strado Grado, moving to the sidelines and having a watch on those VR screens. It is a real threat whenever this man moves on. My goodness. Domini has been fouled badly, but there was a tussle which was happening. Lucas Vasquez on the right backs as well. What is that? Deportivo Alaves are trying to prove they are down to those relegation and they are making those ugly challenges. Look at that. Deportivo Alaves, 31 games played, 7 wins, 9 losses, 15 draws, 33 is the goals which they have scored only in 31 games. 45 they have conceded, minus 12 is the goal difference, 30 is the points. And what is Deportivo Alaves trying to prove in this game? It is looking bad with those tackles which they are making happening on the pitch. Timo Courtois taking that long kick. 93 minutes, 14 seconds onto the watch. 3.5 minutes are up. 7 minutes of the stoppage time. Half of that stoppage time is over. My goodness. Still 3.5 minutes left into this. Can we make that 1-0 up to those stoppage time? A goal kick. Long one that is. Header by Martinez. But straight into the hands of Timo Courtois. 94 minutes are up. Still 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left into this. Not a clinical one. Deportivo Alaves are making it, but in terms of fouls and those physical strength, they are making those bad, ugly approaches on the pitch. It is for Diaz who is getting it inside the box. He is trying to get a cut in. Oh my god, now what has happened? Why my stream is now just looking? Why has this match stopped? What is this looking over here? Why has this telecast just stopped from this GXR website? My goodness. Watching La Liga has been really ugly and bad at times. Watching La Liga has been really looking bad and ugly at times. Oh my goodness, what has that happened? Why has this stream just stopped? Oh, I think it is reconnecting again. Oh my goodness, why has this telecast stopped suddenly? Why has this telecast stopped suddenly? What is that which is looking wrong over here? Damn, this GXR website is also that pathetic. It is more pathetic than this referee, Cesar Stradogrado. Suddenly, the telecast has stopped suddenly. What is this which is going on? My goodness. It is 90 plus 7 minutes which is looking on. Hope we don't get any sort of disappointments. Damn. Suddenly, the telecast has stopped from this GXR website of the continent, and we are unable to watch that. My goodness, what a poor telecast that is happening. What a poor telecast, what a poor referentials which is happening. 97 minutes are up, boys. 97 minutes are up, and anytime this referee on the pitch, Caesar Shadow Grado, is going to blow his whistle. This referee, Streeter Shadow Grado, is going to blow his whistle anytime. Savalos taking on that ball. Shot on goal. Brahim Diaz. Will he get that? Oh my god. 98 minutes are up. 98 minutes are up. Brahim Diaz got that shot on goal. Oh my god. 98 minutes 30 seconds. What is this shit which is happening, and how long is this game going to be? How long is this game going to be? Still 7 minutes were added, and adding more to that, it is now 98 minutes 40 seconds on the watch. It is a goal kick for Alaves. It is a goal kick for Alaves. Hope the referee now blows the whistle. 99 minutes. My goodness, this game went on to those 99 minutes. Can you just imagine that? Can you just imagine that? This game went up to those 99 minutes. My goodness, holy Christ. Everything this referee did into this. But the game is still continuing on. It is that full time. It is that full time. Thank God the game has ended. Thank God the game has ended. And what a horror show this was by this referee, Cesar Stadogrado. My goodness, we had some miserable moments as well, but still it is those 1-0 victory which we will be having. And those of you who voted this on the polling section, it was a big one, and we have made this somehow. And I would just like to thank the referee on the page. My goodness, this was a horror show which was happening. And with this lineup, we made it. But this man, Stedo Grado, I mean, what is his name? Cesar Stedo Grado. This man has been really miserable. This man has been really miserable. All his decisions were really bad. But then also we made that. And yes, those of you who voted us for that whole section on the chat, it was a big fun watching this game. And La Liga corrupt referees has been just denying big aspects to be incoming. But then also we played it good and we have made it into the 4 points lying behind Barcelona, and it is 3 goals down by Barcelona in the second leg we'll be facing. We will make it big, boys. We will make it big. I will be ending this stream, and tomorrow morning it will be the aspects where we will be uploading the videos about this referee giving those 6 bad red cards this season, and 2 of that adding more, a total of 8 red cards this season by this referee Stedo Di Grado. I don't know from where he has got those referral decisions learning, but then also tomorrow morning we will be uploading that into our video section. We have those Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, I mean the Serie A, the Champions League, as well as those Super Cups, everything, the Nations League, the World Cups. We are covering every one of that. And yes, tomorrow we will be uploading those 2 videos. It is that Mohan Bagan Super Giants getting those wins, I mean double the ISL Cup as well as the Shield this season, and about the Los Blancos, this game which happened, as well as the compilation of what all matches happened for today, and also the other aspects of the predictions of the Champions League. That also we will be having that, and adding more to that, look at this. It was the game matches which were happening. Barcelona getting that 1 over Leganes. It was the previous night which we were having that. It is Liverpool getting that 2-1 over West Ham. It has happened. But it is the likes of Manchester United against Newcastle. What are your predictions? Do tell us in your comment sections. It is still a 1-1 draw which is going on. But late at night, it is also Lazio and Roma. We will be uploading the compilations of all those which we will be having the watch along. Do stay tuned to it, and yes, give us those like, share and subscribe, and join our social media platforms where the cheeky piggy links are also available. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Bye. Good night. And Hala Madrid, Los Blancos has made that 4 points behind in the La Liga. We will make it with 6 games in hand. We will make it. The mentality of Los Blancos will make it. No denying the fact. We will make it. 4 points behind Barcelona. We will make it with 6 games in hand. 6 games in hand. We will make it. And 3 points behind Arsenal. We will also make it. We will make it, boys. We will make it.